Good evening, yeah, and hello, welcome to this week's show. So just thought I would remind you here on A1R Psychic Radio that you can also watch this on video. So if you haven't yet switched over to A1R Psychic Video, then you can watch this live on video and, yeah, look at all the replays. So welcome to another show. I'm just going to be sharing some insights. So I'm Susan Kennedy from here in the Gold Coast in Australia, and it's really hot here at the moment. We're in for a few really warm days. So anyway, I'm going to keep my cool. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to share some insights on how to live life, how to love life. So one of the things I want to talk to you about this week, and I'm guided to talk to you about, is this beautiful book called The Four Agreements. And it's by Don Miguel Ruiz. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So this book, The Four Agreements, it's interesting. I must have bought the book quite a while ago, and I was in a bookshop the other day and I saw it and I thought, I must get that book. And when I got home, I realised I already had it. So I thought, well, there must be something in here I need to read. So the four things, I'm just going to go through them briefly. The four agreements are, the first one is about being impeccable with your word. So it's really understanding the power of your words to really create your reality, and that your words have power behind them. They have energy. So use your words wisely, use them with love. You know, always speak from your heart, and you'll find that that will bring you deeper relationships and a lot more love in your life. The second agreement in his book is about don't take things personally. So think about how often somebody says something and you take it as being about you, and often it isn't. Sometimes you can even overhear something and it strikes you in the heart. So what it means is that you still have something within you that would believe what that person has said. But really the path to happiness is about not taking what other people say personally, and really looking within yourself for your own truth, for your own center of love. The third one is don't make assumptions. And I know that in relationships we can all do this. We often feel that we know what's going on, and that we think we know what somebody else is thinking or feeling. But don't make assumptions. Communicate. Ask, get involved, talk about your feelings, and ask the other people what they're feeling and what they're thinking, so that there's no miscommunication between you. And that way you get things out in the open, and there's a clear pathway for love and open relationships, which is what we're all about. The fourth thing is to do your best. And I believe that's probably the best part of the advice, is to recognize that every day, if you just do your best, no matter what it is in life, then you'll be okay, because you can only ever do your best. But if you go into anything half-heartedly, then you'll get half-hearted results. So let go of criticism of yourself, let go of any shame or blame around what you might not think you've done well in the past. And every day, just aim to do your best. And that will bring you, if you look at those four things, really focusing on the power of your words, to be truthful, to come from your heart. Don't take things personally. If people are upset on a certain day, it's about them, it's not about you. And don't make assumptions about what is going on for somebody else. Sometimes somebody may not speak to you, and you might take offence, but they may be going through something really difficult. So don't make assumptions. And if you do your best, life's going to be amazing. So I'm going to do my best for you today and for Spirit. And I'm going to take my first caller, who is Zona in Sacramento, California. How are you today, Zona? How could I help you?
Good. How are you?
I'm really well. I'm really thrilled to talk to you.
Thank you. Just anything, if any future career, anything job-wise.
Okay, so let's have a look for you. Can I just get your date of birth, please, as well?
7/28/1984.
1984. Okay, so 1922, 22, 38, 38, 5, 22. Okay, 4, 5, 9. So when I look at you around job, my sense is that you're actually a little bit stressed out about that at the moment. It feels as though that you're pretty stressed and that you're really worried about not getting a job, and in a way comparing yourself to everybody else and probably not really putting your best energy into finding work. Would you understand that with yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, because when we compare ourselves to somebody else, or we think that we don't have what it takes, then you're a little bit, the energy that I see is I'm really a bit shy about putting myself forward. So I believe that you are being pushed forward to become more confident, and so that you can actually get the job that you want. And it's almost as though even, when you're afraid of that communication, it's that I feel a lot of anxiety around it. So what I know is it's about reconnecting you to your power so that you begin to visualize yourself doing work. I do feel that there is a job coming for you very soon, and it feels as though it's in something to do with communications. Is that the kind of thing you want to do?
I'm looking for more like an office job, yeah.
Yeah, because it's as though I'm seeing you being put behind a desk, even like I am now, with this office kind of around me. Because even though I'm a psychic and a medium, I'm working with computers and paperwork and things, and I just saw you being hurriedly rushed in there. And I feel that where you go, that when the job comes very quickly, that there'll be a lot of paperwork and there'll be a lot for you to work through. And the main thing for you is to keep on focusing on your stress levels, because I believe that you are a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah. Sometimes I hate that.
Yeah. When we're in that energy of trying to be perfect, we stop being who we really are. And when I look at who you really are, you're someone that has got great organizational skills. You're a little bit shy, but once you get pushed forward, you step into leadership. So I feel that you're really doubting yourself at the moment. And I also feel that there are people around you putting pressure on you that isn't helping. It's as though I've got people, and whether that's...
it kind of pushes me back.
Yeah. So stop listening to those other people, because I feel like it's on both sides in a way. It's this energy of, why haven't you done that? What are you doing? So more to let go of that, and to really trust in a way your own, see, often with yourself, you can be quite logical. I've got a little pain in my head while I'm talking. So I know, just let go of trying to figure it out, but make sure you put your applications in, and that when you do put them in, be creative with them and tune into each job so that you really make it personal for the job, and that you go the extra mile, that you actually put some creativity into your, into your cover letter, that you do a covering letter, that you do all of those things that really show your personality. And I just got for you need to put a picture in there as well. So it's interesting. I'm just going through this myself, where I've asked for some help in my business, which is this. I've asked for some people to help me with administration, and I've noticed that of the people that have applied, some put a covering letter, some don't. And I just got this flash for you that it would be great for you to put your photo there, because I believe it really shows your personality, and that you're a very bright, very beautiful, woman. So to really bring that through. And I think you're going to do really, really well. But yeah, letting go of the stress. I feel that before March you'll have something really good. And in fact, I think it'll be even sooner than that. So I'm going more towards the end of the month. So it feels very soon that this is coming. Yeah. But what you've got to do, so but it's like anything. I always say, don't just leave it to the universe. This is one of my pet hates with, the spiritual world, where everybody says, the universe will provide. I'll leave it to the universe. The universe is there to guide you and help you. Your angels and your guides are there to help you, but we have to be the ones that take charge. So in other words, if you don't apply for a job, you're not going to get one. So really just look at how you feel about yourself. And even, when I do my show, what I do when I actually have it written down, I'll show you. Just see my words. And I've got smile, breathe. I've got all these words on there. Be natural. So that when I'm talking, I'm looking at that and I'm saying, slow down, Susan. Smile, breathe, be natural. So when you're applying, And if you're speaking to people on the phone, have that energy there. Just be very conscious of your energy. But you're a beautiful woman. I feel that you'll do very well, and I'm very excited for you. And I'll just draw you an angel card as well. And the main thing for you though is to let go once you're in that job of trying to figure it all out. And how interesting is this? You're probably not on the video, so go back and look at the video later. But I've got an angel card for you, which is an angel where the message is power, and she's actually, the power is coming from her mouth. So it's really saying your words have power. And if you listen to the introduction to the show, I spoke about the 4 agreements, which is saying that whatever you put out there. So for you, it's important for you to say, I'm really happy in my new job. Thank you for my new supportive environment. And I feel that you're capable of so much more, and that as you go through, you're going to... Do you have little children as well, by the way?
I have a daughter, yes. She's 12.
You have a daughter, yeah. So I know that that's a component, or, not a component, but it's a concern. So in a way, it's knowing that you will be able to do it. You'll be able to do it well. You will be okay, and you'll find that balance, but you're the one that does that. So, I wish you well with it, and I know it's going to be a very powerful year for you. I'll just look at the year you're going into. So, 8, 10, 17, 18, 9. So you're going into a 9 year, which is about endings for you. It's a universal year of new beginnings, but it is a year about endings as well for you personally. So I believe those endings are about being exhausted, because I feel for you, you just do so much that you exhaust yourself, and it's time to stop that. Yeah, time to stop. Time just to be your brilliant self and allow yourself to be brilliant, allow yourself to be useful, and contribute and do the things that you know how to do well. So I hope that helps.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm really excited now. Looking forward to the end of the month.
That's fabulous.
Thank you.
And so I'd love you to join me on my Facebook page, Susan Kennedy Medium. Come along there and contribute and have some sharing. Lots of love. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your reading.
Thank you. You are welcome. So now I'm very delighted each week. Now we're getting readers, or not readers, but people from Australia. So next I've got Christy in Perth. Hello, Christy. How are you?
Good, Crystal, actually.
Oh, Crystal. Oh, it's funny because I had a Crystal last week too, but she was from the Netherlands. You wrote Crystal, and my producer just said sorry. So, wow, what time is it over there?
It is 11:40 in the morning.
Oh, very good. How can I help you, Crystal?
I'm wondering about my love life. I've moved out on my partner of 7 years because of his family. They're a very toxic family with a lot of negative energy, and I have a lot of mental illness. So I had to move out into my moved out to family with 2 of our kids, and to try and make myself feel a bit better.
Yeah, okay. So it's very interesting. I always draw cards before the show, and I always know who they're for. And very interestingly, I got the cards around you that, yes, relationship is in a bit of a stalemate at the moment, but it's also a time for you, because I believe that you recognise there's healing needed on both sides, that it's time for you to look. And one of the ways for you to work with your own balance, I believe, is through your creativity. So I know for you it's really important for you to have, I feel like you need space, and you need to really focus on something creative that will help you balance your mind. And I know that once you do that, it's still that feeling of I have to make a choice, because at some level with your partner, there is a lot going on for him. I feel that there's a lot of anger from where he sits as well, and an inability to really communicate openly. So the feeling I get is that you two almost need like an intermediary, and I feel as though that will come, and that you but individually it's as though this time, this space is really, really good for you because it will allow you to really focus. See, I feel, when I'm reading, I feel the energy of yourself, and I feel that you are very anxious. I feel it in my stomach. I feel it in my body. And I also feel as though I need to really balance myself and I need to ground myself. And I know that I feel you said you moved back home, didn't you?
I moved in with my cousin, but he helped bring me up as a child, so it's practically home kind of thing. Like.
Yeah, but the other thing I get with that is I feel that you need to ask that person just to let you work it out, because the energy, what I saw when I looked at you moving into that place was sometimes, I think he's very caring and I think he'll want to look after you, but try not to get too involved in the words, all right, because, everybody has another view of our relationships, and I believe this is a time where you're really going to work things out, and it's really for you to...
he does feel that my partner should have stood up for me more, and that
Yeah, so sometimes that could be a little bit unhelpful for you, and I don't believe that that's done with a negative intention, but I'd just stand up and say to your cousin, hey, look, love your input, but I really want to work this out myself. I really need to learn
I have told him that my relationship is mine to work out.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And what I do see is that through your own, and I feel for you as well, sorry, a big return to your faith. So I feel like faith is very important to you, because I keep seeing rosary beads and I keep seeing that kind of thing, which for me just is that indication of really returning to my spiritual self, to finding myself, and to finding myself in a space where I love myself. So I know that for you, that everything is about healing on both sides. It's also about, at some level, it's interesting, one of the cards I drew was about forgiveness. Personally, I don't really believe in forgiveness. The reason when I say that is I believe that we're all participating in relationships, and the relationships are designed to show us what we still haven't healed or let go of. So in a way, we're always with each other. And rather than forgiveness, I feel like the word should be just release and let go. So, if you could find a way to release and let go of what's happened, knowing that even with your partner, he's the product of his environment and his upbringing. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure from his family as well, that there's a real strong bullying kind of energy there, or pressure energy from them. And this is about him now.
Because they keep saying to him, well, she's gone now. Obviously, she couldn't handle it. And
And it's really for him to find himself, because I feel that he is also dealing with his own sadness, is how I'm seeing it. And this is a time for him.
His father is actually dying of cancer too during all this, but his dad was bullying me through it all too. So I'm like, no, I can't handle it anymore. I want my girls to see a loving relationship. They don't need to see us fighting or me fighting your family and them harsh words they kept calling me.
Yeah. So I believe then, what I'm seeing is a lot of self-reflection, a lot of actually, I feel that you and your partner will spend some time together, and I do get like an intermediary, so a counsellor or something that's going to help you learn how to relate to each other in a different way, because as well it's about your boundaries with each other and learning to be able to really communicate well. Communication is a big thing. I feel more for him than for you. So I feel that he finds it difficult to communicate. I also feel he finds it difficult to have stood up to his family, as you said. And this is a time for him to find his strength. I feel that he does want to be with you, and I feel that you really do want to be with him. So I know that this is a healing time for you, and my sense is your relationship will just improve as you learn more about yourself and he learns more about himself.
Yeah.
I just want to see, So it's...
Because I know he is building a house. Like, he's just going through the last stages over in Australia to be able to buy it, to build a house. Yeah. And that house should be done like in the next 10 months. So he's hoping that in that time we can work out, and then we move to the new house all together.
Yeah. Look, in any relationship, it's hard enough with two people, alone all the family stuff. So I believe, this is a space for you to work things out. And I actually always draw an angel card as well as the other cards that I've drawn. And the message on the angel card is retreat. But in retreat, what we're doing, I love the word retreat because it means retreating yourself. So it means learning how to nurture yourself, how to love yourself. And for that, part of it is that you really need to find your balance and to know what to listen to and what not to listen to. Listening to your heart. And again, I am very drawn with you. So do you work with art? Because I keep seeing you painting.
Yes, I love doing art, like when I get the chance.
Well, yeah, so this is an opportunity because it's very healing. The thing why it's so healing is that when you're working with art, you use colour, and colour has got a vibration. So if you allowed yourself to work intuitively with it and let go of any expectation, just have fun with it, it will bring healing energy to your energy field, so balancing you, but it also awakens what I call, the Kundalini energy, the sexual energy, the sacral chakra. And in that energy is creativity. And what you need to do is learn how to create a new relationship. So the relationship has to be the one you have with yourself first, so that you can have this amazing relationship with someone else. And when you have really good, clear boundaries about yourself, and I keep getting this for you, I feel like people must talk over the top of you. Maybe I'm doing that now, but does that happen? Yeah? Yeah, because all the time I keep wanting to go like this.
Myself, people just, are all over me, like, especially with my mental illness, because I've found out I am bipolar.
Yeah.
And I have been for many years, but no doctor would ever listen to me what was wrong with me.
Okay.
Like, everyone just kind of went, yep, you're depressed. But I was like, no, there's more to it. I need help. And
yeah. So what I see now that you've got that help is also it's about experimenting and learning as well how sensitive you are, because one of the things I feel for you, what I'm being shown is food colorings are very toxic for you. So with bipolar, yes, the medication can help, but you can help yourself in many ways by really taking care of yourself physically. So to look at the kinds of food you eat, to really be, try and go as natural as you can, which really is a cheaper way of living anyway. So that if you can go to more natural fruits and vegetables, that sort of thing will give you more energy, and it will also help support your body while it's the medication. So the balance is very important for you. Lots of healing and lots of knowing what boundaries are. But as your energy changes and you feel better, and writing as well for you, I feel like I need to be painting and writing. These things are going to help.
I love writing in like a diary kind of book that I have.
Beautiful.
Like, trying to express myself. Like, I've always done that because actually this Sunday my dad passed away 21 years ago. So I've always written about about him and like to try and remember it, because I was only 10 when he died. So I like to write about him to try and remember him.
Yeah. Was your dad? Did your dad have a very strong faith?
He was a very strong atheist, but...
Okay. Oh, no, it was just interesting that when I was tuning in earlier and I got the rosary beads and the crucifix, which is what I was seeing, I felt it was around somebody that had passed. So in a way...
but he did have a big Jesus on his chest from when he was young. He got a big tattoo of Jesus on his chest that he never actually got removed.
Okay, because I felt like that was something from the spirit world I was being given when it was coming through, and I was thinking, well, okay, will I use this or not? So what I still maintain with that, it's about you returning to your faith, because what also happens is that when we lose someone, and with your dad, beautiful, beautiful man, but when we lose our parents, it can leave us with a feeling of insecurity and sadness.
Tell him I'll call him. Yep.
Yeah, so... Anyway, I will leave it all there with you, Crystal. It was really lovely talking to you.
Yeah, and you've really helped. Like, you've really cleared my head with this, because I was like, should have I left or should have I stayed? Like, maybe I should have just put up with a bit more and, like, the big questions of all that. But now I feel like I have done the right thing, which has really helped. Thank you so much.
That's all right. And one more thing about that is that with relationships, it's always important to honour yourself first. So by doing what you've done, you've put yourself first, but do the work on trying to mend it, because I do think it's somewhere that will help you. That, I do feel a lot of love between you both. So don't give up, and really keep those lines of communication open. Okay,
Yeah.
Lots of love. And sorry, whereabouts are you actually in Perth? In Perth itself?
I'm actually in Perth. I live in at the moment. I live in Forestfield, so it's out. It's kind of near where you go up north, kind of thing. It's the kind of right there, and then you drive. If you go further, you end up north.
Okay. Well, the reason I was just asking that is I do have lots of colleagues that live in Perth. So there's a lovely lady called Samantha Julie and another lady, Karen Richards. They're psychics and mediums, and they're also healers. So, if you ever need any healing help, look up those ladies. They're really beautiful. And I wish you well, and thanks again for coming on the show. Lots of love.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so very interesting that always what I speak about at the beginning has a lot of impact in the readings that come. So I always know that Spirit's working with me and through me to help you find how to live your life in a much happier way. So just a little plug for myself, I guess, to tell you what I'm doing. I do have a retreat happening here in Queensland in Australia. So that's happening at the end of March. So if you're in Australia and you're listening, it's 5 days at Byron Bay. The details are on my website, susanelizabethkennedy.com. And, if you're in America or England and you want to visit, come over. The exchange rate is fantastic at the moment. It's all about learning how to love yourself, how to use your intuition, and how to use that to have a happier and more fulfilled life. I travel all over the world to do my courses. Love to see you here. So I wish you well. I wish you a week of love, of joy, and of happiness. And I hope that this week you find new ways to communicate from your heart and find love. Bye for now.